Hello students, welcome back to the online class. So today we are going to start a new chapter. So the chapter is chapter number 5, topic every drops counts. Spotlight. In today's class we are going to cover understanding the water cycle and importance of water in our lives. So this video will be our part 1. So let's get started. For the reference, please take out page number 32 of your book. The water story. The Mother Nature keeps changing the form of water. So the nature used to keep changing to form of water. So let us learn about the different states of water to form water vapor, then cloud, and then back to the earth as rainwater, as you can see in the image. Water cycle. The heat of the sun causes water in lake, river, ponds and ocean to change the water vapor. This is called a evaporation. So when the sun used to shine, whatever the heat used to come to the lakes, river, ponds and the ocean, they may form into the water vapor. So this is called a evaporation. The water vapor rises up to the air and comes to the contact with the cool, and then water again into the tiny droplets of water. This is called a condensation. The water vapor rises up to the air and come to the contact of the cool air and then again change into the tiny droplets of water. Those are called an condensation. Those droplets join together to form a cloud which comes down to the earth as rain, as you can see in the image. Sometimes if it's very cold, here may be snowfall instead of rainfall. Sometimes it may be very cold, so here may be snowfall instead of rainfall. This process of changing of states of water is called a water cycle. The states of water. There are how many states of water? 3 states. What are they? Solid, liquid and gas. Solid, very hard substance which can flow. For example, ice. So the solid is a very hard substance which can't flow. For example, ice. Liquid, the substance that can flow from higher to low level. Example, liquid states of water. Like liquid is a substance that flow from high to lower level. Like as you know, the water is a liquid, so wherever you can flow it out, it will be move as it is as we can. Now gas, the substance which can flow in any direction, like the substance which can flow in any direction. For example, water vapor. Like whenever you used to boil the water, sometimes the air used to come, then it used to blow now. So that's why the gas used to be a substance which can flow in any direction. Now moving to the next. Importance of water. Why the water is important for us? Domestic use of water. All the living beings needs water to live. As we know, the water is very important for the human beings, animals and all the living creatures. We need water to drink, bath, washing clothes and utensils and cook food. Animals also need water to drink and bath. So animals also need water to drink and to bath. Use of water by plants and trees. Plants, trees and crops need water to grow. So plants, trees and crops needs water to grow. So whatever the plants and other things are there, they need water to grow. they use water to prepare food. So the plants use the water for preparing their food. Plant need water for transporting, preparing food from leaves to other part of the plants. Plant needs the water to transport to prepare the food. So the plant, as you can see in the image, the plants is preparing their foods on the leaves, and they used to transport their foods to the other parts of the plants. Plant use water to absorb the minerals from soil. Water is being transmitted by the plants during hot days, which keeps the plants cooler during the sunny. So water has been transmitted by the plant during the hot days, which keeps the plants cooler during the sunny day also. Okay. The water used by farmers. So let's learn how the farmer use the water. Farmers need water to grow crops. Farmers also needs water for feeding the cattle. The farmer needs water to grow crops, and farmer also need a water to feed the cattle. Farmer needs water for bathing animals time to time. So farmer used to need a water to bath the animal has time to time, as you can see in the image. The farmer also harvests water for future use. Marine animals, fish and many other animals live in water bodies. So in the water, not only fish, the many other animals used to live in the water. The fish cannot survive without water. They need water each and every second. Okay, so fish cannot live without water, and they need water each and every second. Without water, they can't survive it for a second also. Fish can breathe only in water. So the fish can breathe only in the water, not out of the water. If we keep the out of the water, they may die. The many other marine animals also need a water to survive. Not only fish, the many other living creatures who used to live in the water, they need water to survive it. Without water, they can't survive it. Like many animals are there who used to live in the water. So without water, they can't survive it. Industrial use of water. So what is the use of water in the industrials? Factories need water to make things we use in our daily lives. So in the factory also the water is needed for many things for their daily lives. Okay, the beverage factories use water to make all the things for all kinds of drinks. Beverage means like a cold drink, soft drinks, whatever the drinks we are getting now, so that are called a beverage. So for that also the water is needed, right? So without water in the industrial, it is not can be work. Each and every small to the big factory won't function without water. As I told you, without water, each and every small factory, without water it won't function it without the water. Now let's read about water transportation. So what is the use in the transportation? Boat, ship and yachts travels over the water. So those things used to travel on the water, as you know. They carry people to the good from one place to another. So the people used to carry the goods, whatever the things used to carry from the boats and all, they used to carry from one place to another through the rivers, oceans, seas. Okay, by carrying on the boats and ships. There are the many national and international waterway for transportation. There are the many national and international waterway for transportations. Now let's read about the generating the hydro electricity. Water is used to generate the hydroelectricity. Hydroelectricity means the whatever used to come by the water. As you can see in the image, the river, it's coming to the by forcefully. Whatever the force of the river or water by the dam, okay, through that only they are producing the heat. So that is called the hydroelectricity. So water is used to generate the hydroelectricity. As you can see in the image, how by the water the electricity can be produced by the force of water, by from the dams and all. Okay, this is the energy to release form of water by falling from high to great speed. As I told you, whatever the speed of water, force of water only, the electricity can be produced. This falling water rotates the turbine, as you can see in here. The falling of the water rotates that turbine. Through this turbine rotating only, which produce the hydroelectricity. By moving the whatever the water is to come by forcefully, then the turbine is to move. By moving that turbine only, the produce of electricity can be happen. The hydroelectricity power is the one of the main source of water in India. So this hydroelectricity is the power, is the one main source of water in India. So that's it for today. So this coronavirus is not a joke. So please stay at home. Till then, stay home, stay safe. So that's all for today's class. See you in the next video. And the chapter needed to be continued. Thank you and take care. Bye.